Blog Talk Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States.
Good evening, my fellow Americans. We now stand 10 years past the midpoint of a century that has witnessed 4 major wars among great nations. Until the latest of our world conflicts, the United States had no armaments industry. American makers of plowshares could, with time and as required, make swords as well. But we can no longer risk emergency improvisation of national defense. We have been compelled to create a permanent armaments industry of vast proportions. Added to this, 3.5 million men and women are directly engaged in the defense establishment. Now, this conjunction of an immense military establishment and a large arms industry is new in the American experience. The total influence, economic, political, even spiritual, is felt in every city, every state house, every office of the federal government. We recognize the imperative need for this development, yet we must not fail to comprehend its grave implications. Our toil, resources, and livelihood are all involved. So is the very structure of our society. In the councils of government, we must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex. The potential for the disastrous rise of misplaced power exists and will persist. We must never let the weight of this combination endanger our liberties or democratic processes. We should take nothing for granted. Only an alert and knowledgeable citizenry can compel the proper meshing of the huge industrial and military machinery of defense with our peaceful methods and goals, so that security and liberty may prosper together.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. My fellow citizens of the world, ask not what America will do for you, but what together we can do for the freedom of man.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Live from beautiful downtown Shenzhen in Studio A, this is Tough Reality. We'll talk about anything that you want to talk about. Politics, religion, anything you don't discuss at the family dinner, we talk about here. Along with me today is wonderful engineer Kelly in Studio B. We're going to be talking about a lot of things tonight. Agree with me or not agree with me, call me. Come on the air. We'll discuss what you want to discuss. You can reach me at mike@toughreality.com. You can Skype me, MIKEAY2. You can get me on Skype. Call into our show. Listen to our show. Be attentive. All right. Thanks for listening. All right, everybody. How you doing? This is Mike Aemisegger. Tough Reality, toughreality.com. Thank you so much for listening, everybody. We thank you for listening to our abbreviated shows. We're doing the 30-minute runaround quickly as we can, doing news, views, opinions. Last night we had a great rant and rave, so to speak, and it went very well. Had a lot of good comments. A lot of people are listening to my show, and we're very excited about the 30-minute format. Now, we're going to be doing interviews and things like that, and we'll probably expand, and we're going to go over to Spreaker. Spreaker.net, or .com, I'm sorry, and we'll be on the L&M radio network over there. I just have to get my mixer and all that stuff squared away, Thanks to Michael Vera. He's holding my spot over there, and so I'm sort of holding it over here in Blog Talk. We do have, after we finish shows, I'll normally upload every day or so the shows that we do here at Blog Talk. I'll upload them to Spreaker. So you'll be able to hear me here, also on Spreaker, and then also up at iTunes, anything that we do. Now, last night's show, I talked a little bit about the frustrations I'm having with Mr. Barack Obama, killing people, the drone attacks, the missile attacks. And, you know, it's very exciting to see Vladimir Putin stepping up and saying, hey, why don't we just verify? We'll take the chemical weapons and put them in safekeeping, and you can verify that they don't have any chemical weapons. They can't use them, and it looks like we've solved the problem. But let me tell you something else. This is very interesting because we have some players here that might be in line to help out with peace in the Middle East. That would be very interesting to see. So anyway, I'm studying that, watching that, checking things out. It's very interesting, and I love politics. But even bigger than the politics thing is stuff that's going on out in the universe. Now, one is this comet Ison that's coming in. I've been waiting for this thing for a year, a little longer than that, because I know it's coming in. I know it's going to be close. I know we're going to get to see this tail of the comet. I love comets because they'll sit in the nighttime sky, and they just look like they're just sitting there with a big cloud behind them. Well, this comet, we should be able to see for 15 nights, 15 nights, get to see it, and then we'll also get to see the corona, the big head of the comet will be coming in too, so we can see that. We're going to start to be able to see it actually starting here in September. So some of you guys are going to start to be able to see it with not the naked eye, but you have to use binoculars or a telescope. You have a chance to start seeing it. And as it gets closer, around November 28th to January, we're going to see it head on, man. It's going to be very spectacular to see. Now, some people are talking about the things that are going to go on during this time. The government scheduled a power outage practice. Janet Napolitano has talked about how there's going to be a big cyber attack, a guaranteed major environmental event. Is this Iceland coming in? Could be. Could be that Iceland sets off an EMP. It very well could be. An electric goes out throughout the country. Now, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, if the electric goes out throughout the whole country, I will not be on the air the next day. Okay? So if there's no electric, break out the books, break out the Bibles, just hang out and pray. Pray a little bit and eat your food, eat your water, and try not to turn into a zombie, okay, or something like that. Now, I'm making a little light of it, but the whole point is that there's a lot of people on the internet, famous people, not so famous people, all kinds of people. My friends and enemies alike are talking about how that this is going to happen, that's going to happen. Some people are praying against God and saying, no, if we stand up as Christians, we can stop this. No, you can't. Just so you know, you can't stop it, okay? It's going to happen. You can't prevent it. You can't slow it down. If you think that your prayers are going to slow that thing down that God's put into motion thousands of years ago, you are a bonehead, okay? You are. Now, can you get healing if you pray to God? Yeah. Can you get money and things that you need? Yes. Can God give you things? Yes, He can do that. Can God get your family saved? Absolutely. But do you know that there's only one man in the Bible that knew the day he was going to die? So if you think that you can stop comet Ison from coming in, go knock yourself out. Go knock yourself out. If you think you can stop the Illuminati from taking over the world, go knock yourself out. Can you slow them down? Sure, you can slow them down. I'm not saying don't try to do things, but what I am saying is don't sit around thinking that somehow you're some God's little good guy that's going to help the earth. That's just BS, man. Don't be thinking that. Don't think so highly of yourself. Don't get on the air and say, I want to get on the same page with you. I think that I could really, if we get everybody together, that's BS, man. Don't listen to those people. They're going to talk that way. Seriously. Man, study the Bible. The Bible's true. The Bible's real. They were thinking that Jesus was going to come back 2,000 years ago. So might He wait 2,000 more years? Yes, it very well could be. But it's not because of you. You didn't stop it. No, don't think so highly of yourself that you're going to stop God's plan. Now, I know people say, well, Moses, he went to God and pleaded that he wouldn't kill the Israelis. I mean, you see, God listens to man to stop things. Really? Do you think God already knew what Moses was going to do? I think so. God doesn't allow anything without him knowing about it. God's not up in heaven sleeping around thinking, oh, man, you look at that, Barack Obama. I didn't know he was going to try to do that missile thing. God's not caught off guard. He's in charge of the whole universe. He set this whole thing up. You think the Bible says he knows every hair on your head, numbers them, okay? So do you think a God like that doesn't know what's going on down here? You're a fool if you think you do. You're a fool. What church do you go to, man? I'm serious. You guys out there, I'm going to be a little rough tonight, okay? And I apologize, but sometimes you got to be a little rough. Take some people to the stockyard and spank them a little bit. Look, if you don't believe in Jesus, you're not a Christian. If you just believe in God, you're not a Christian, okay? If you call yourself a Catholic and you think that by praying to Mary and praying to Joseph you're going to get to heaven, you're lied to. Not going to happen. You go around calling the communion the sacraments and this and that and all. Come on, guys. Come on. I'm tired of people playing church. I'm tired of people trying to pretend like, oh, we have something very special here from God. Everybody has something special from God. God is no respecter of persons. The Bible says that. Let's not go off and try to think about things that we're doing that makes us so important. Okay? You know who I'm talking to. When you get on the air and you're out there and you're saying things, say the truth. The truth is what sets people free, not you standing up on a sideboard and holding up a sign saying that this is going to happen or that's going to happen. I'm not saying don't do that, but what I am telling you is you holding up a sign about doing this or doing that doesn't budge God. God doesn't look down on you and say, oh, there goes my little guy. No. Wait till you get to heaven. You're going to find out. You're going to get rewards for works that you used in the Bible. For example, you're going to get rewards for getting people saved. How many people have you gotten saved last week? How many people did you talk to Jesus, or did you just hold a sign up? Holding a sign up in the street isn't talking to people. It isn't. Jesus didn't hold a sign up on the street and say, follow me. He didn't do that. He used his words. He talked to people individually. Well, Mike, we have the internet and we could just talk to people that. Well, then do that. Standing on a street corner holding up a sign saying you're going to die and go to hell does nothing for anybody as far as I can tell. Relationships are what cause people to be attracted to Jesus. Relationships. So the question is, what kind of relationships do you have? What kind of relationships do you have around you? How many people have you talked to this week about Jesus? On Wednesday nights, I've started to have a Bible study in my house. You're all invited. Come online if you want to. I might start recording them and then put them up on the live, or actually do it as a Google Hangout or Skype group, and people can hear me while I'm talking. I'm thinking about it. Why not? I got the internet anyway. Bad things on the internet. Oh, my God. You believe me? There's so many demons out there trying to cause problems. But listen, greater is he that's in me than he that's in the world. Demons coming around me, trying to do this and that and the other, trying to tempt you. And they're trying to tempt you too, aren't they, Christian? That's right. But you have to rise up. The Bible says, resist the devil and he will flee from you. So, as soon as I think it was a week ago, how many Bible studies have we had, Engineer Kelly? Just the one? Huh? Okay, we had the one Bible study, and it was like the demons turned up the pressure. Not just on me, but people who were going to attend the Bible study. Attending, pushing, giving more pressure to those people, make them want to quit serving God. Well, I got a little news for you. One day, all of this is going to be over, okay? The earth is not going to be around forever. It's not going to blow up or anything like that, but God's coming back. Jesus is coming back. Do I know the day or the hour? No. Am I going to predict it? No. But listen to this. He is coming back. And you better well be ready.